It's the Nightly Met with host Avery Anderson.
Oh, hello. Thank you for joining us this week. As we all know, there are many issues in our country and everywhere. That's why when we run across a group that's doing good work, we love to highlight them. My first guests this week are members of the Dan Peek Foundation. The Dan Peek Foundation believes that change and creating a new circle of hope, opportunity, and success for today and future generations begins with the parents and adults in children's lives. Please welcome Micki, Carwin, and Leslie Carrico. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
have
meet
a seat.
you. Thank
Hello,
you.
Leslie. It's nice to see you. I know.
Yes, thank you.
So have a seat. So, thank you guys for coming on
Thanks
this
for
week.
inviting us.
So I understand, Micki, you founded the Dan Peek Foundation. Is that correct?
I did.
So tell me a little bit about that. Yeah.
It's a memory of my father. My father was disabled at a young age as a child. He had a head injury, lived in remote Kentucky where there was no services. And even though he finished high school, was an extremely intelligent man, because of a speech impediment and then subsequent hearing loss, he was never really had the opportunity for an education. And so therefore he preached education constantly, to read, to be educated, and the importance of education in being able to improve the quality of our lives.
So you guys strive to help children get educated, is that correct? Or?
No, our target population is 23, 25 and older. And the reason for this is because, as I said, my father preached education.
Of course,
And so what do we do when our parents preach something over and over and over? I quit school after the 11th grade. I'd heard enough.
Exactly.
So I quit school. And it wasn't until I was married and pregnant with my second child that it kind of dawned on me, and I thought, oh, yeah, I may have a problem here because I expect my children to finish school.
Yeah.
And even though I owned my own business, it's not like I needed it for to make a living. I felt the importance of actually going back and getting my own GED, and that was what I did.
Awesome.
And that's what happens with a lot of adults and young people is we leave school for whatever reason, and there are a variety of reasons, but it takes a little bit of maturing to get to the point of how am I going to get that next promotion? How am I going to get that next job if I don't take that step?
Yeah. So with your experience, you strive to help 20-year-olds get that education. How do you do that? Are there programs that you do, or what exactly does that look like?
We have offered, we've actually advertised through different schools, saying parents of children, have you gotten your GED? Have you finished your high school education?
Yeah.
We also have partnered and provided grants for Emily Griffith, who has a wonderful program. We are working with providing resources and grants for their classes, for the tests that you have to take. Leslie has great opportunities, and she provides us with computers so that we can help people to be able to do their studying, because even taking the GED test is strictly online now with computers.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just going and reading a book
you have
and
to
taking a multiple choice pencil
getting
test.
that access to these computers and
the
systems.
learning tools,
Yeah.
yes.
So Leslie, why don't you introduce yourself real quick, and what do you do with the foundation exactly?
Well, I guess I'm actually the Director of Development. But,
Okay. That's what my name tag says here is Director of Development.
we're a fairly small organization, but our goal is to try to make people successful. So paying for that tuition and books and testing and trying to get laptops, and some of the Rotary clubs in the city of North Glen has provided us
Very cool.
with laptops, which has been great. And we've even provided transportation, some light rail and bus passes.
Very awesome.
Because whatever we can do to help those people be successful with that tutoring and support, knowing that we're there to help them be successful, because it not only benefits them, but it also benefits their kids.
Yeah.
And the kids, helps break that cycle of poverty and everything else. So lets them go on to the next field.
Yeah.
But what I do is, or this go around, I've been really working on our nonprofit fundraiser, which is coming up on the 29th at the Arvada Center. It's the Creative Confidence. event, which is a thrift store fashion show.
A thrift store fashion show.
Yes.
What
Yes.
exactly, I've been wondering, what exactly is a thrift store fashion show?
Well, I'll let you take that if you like.
We have partnered with did sponsor us for a few years. This year we have a great new sponsor, Goodwill.
Okay.
And we have models. All of them model 3 different outfits: casual, business, and evening wear. And all of the outfits come from Goodwill.
Oh, wow.
Goodwill donates the clothing for us to be able to use. The purpose of the event, or to get the message across of GED importance, is creative confidence steps for success. If we have to build our confidence to be able to take that next step, whether it's to get GED, whether it's to go and ask for a raise, to go for a new interview.
Yeah.
How do you do that if you're making minimum wage or less? How do you feel like you're not going to go into Macy's or Nordstrom's?
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. So the idea that you can go to a thrift store like Goodwill, you can get quality clothing, put it together, you can look very professional to do that next interview.
Awesome. So we have the thrift store fashion show you're working on organizing.
Right.
Talk a little bit more about if someone wants to help out with that or donate to that, how can they do that? Because I know it's coming up pretty soon, isn't it?
Right, right. Well, we do have sponsors, some great
Okay.
sponsors. And on top of it, we also have creative tables that people can decorate and showcase their business. So we do have room for some creative tables.
Okay.
And of course, we could always add another sponsor in the next week or so. We could use those. And we also have vendors selling their wares and showing off
Okay.
some of their materials. And in addition to those ways of being able to participate, of course, people can buy a ticket and come.
Okay.
And so it's dinner, it's an Italian buffet,
Ooh.
and we have the Rock Bottom Brewery donated the beer for us, and the Denver Property Group donated the wine. And so it's an Italian buffet, wine and beer, and then an open bar. And then we're having a silent auction. People could help by going to the silent auction and purchasing some things. So if you go to Dan Peak and actually go on to our silent auction area,
Okay.
you can get on there, and we have lots of great packages. And then we have a live auction too.
Oh.
And
Do
that's
you have
going
a
to
real auctioneer and everything?
well, we have a comedian, and
do.
she is really, her name is Elena McMillan, and she's very talented. She's not only a great comedian, but she's a hypnotherapist, and she's a photographer too. So
Wow.
she's a woman of many traits and
Yeah.
many skills, and she's lots of fun. And she's with the Mile High Singles Club. She does photography for them.
Okay.
And they're going to have some bachelors and bachelorettes for us to
Oh,
auction
wow.
off. And so it's with dinner and the evening with that individual and the comedy works, or maybe a movie and a show, or and one we have indoor gun shooting at a range, some variety of activities for people to do. And so it's going to be a fun live auction, as well as the whole evening is going to be pretty spectacular.
Yeah, so if you don't have a date, show up, talk to
Show up and there's the
the
auction.
auctioneer, and
There you
there
go.
You
Get
got your
yourself.
date for the evening.
That's right.
If I could I just wanted to mention, a lot of
Yeah.
times people, they look at it and they don't understand the importance of a GED.
Yeah.
And yes, we are trying to improve the quality of life of children, but what difference does it make? And what they don't understand is once you're an adult, you can't get a job at McDonald's or the dollar store, a very simple retail store, without having a high school education or a GED. And now, as of 2015, the state of Colorado also has what's called a high school equivalency certificate,
Okay.
which is a test similar to the GED, but it's not as taxing, it's not as hard to take. And they've made that choice to offer that opportunity. But for people in general, I give a lot of presentations, and I can see in the audience where, the look is like, well, they're adults. Tell
Yeah.
them to get it and do it.
Yeah.
Pull themselves up by the bootstraps and just get it done. What they don't understand is the effect that it has on us as individuals. And if you're producing for your own home, you've got a good paying job, you're still paying taxes.
Yeah.
And in the state of Colorado in 2013, we only graduated 74% of our graduating students. 74%. And in between 2012, 2011, 2012, the state of Colorado cut higher education by $4.3 million in funding. If we had graduated 90% instead of 74% of our students, the residual of income, paying your income tax, being able to purchase items at the store, so sales taxes being paid. That ripple effect would have made a difference of not only taking care of the money that we had to cut, it would have given us a surplus of $4.1 million. That's how important adults being able to have this certificate or this opportunity to be able to improve their lives financially. It makes a huge difference for all of us.
It's not just about saying, I have that GED, it's what you can do with it.
It's what you can do with it.
Benefiting the whole community around them, not just that individual family.
I quit high school. I went back and got my GED when my kids were babies. Once my sons had finished school, I came right here to Metro, and Colorado Community College, and between that and Regis, got my bachelor's in business administration.
Awesome.
And after that, at a ripe old age, I got my master's in nonprofit management. I would not have been able to do those without having a GED.
So we're running a little short on time, but if someone doesn't have that GED and wants to work with you guys to make that happen, how should they go about doing that?
They can simply go to our website. We have applications to fill out. Gives us some very basic information. We will contact them. We will try to direct them to whatever is the best resource for them, and then we will also help them with the funding to be able to take those tests and get those classes done.
Awesome. And is this just limited to just Colorado at this time? Or?
At this point, it's Colorado and citizens of or people that have lived in the state for 2 years.
Okay. Very awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. You're doing incredible work.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to have our lovely ladies play a little game and figure out if they can see some of the presidential candidate dropouts. And after that, we'll have Ryan Chyrs and the Rough Cuts perform. Stick around.
If you can't get enough of MSU Denver sports, then you need to tune in to the Roadrunner Review. Get into the game with exclusive highlights, interviews, player stories, and of course the top plays that will have you jumping out of your seat. You can catch all the action on Altitude Sports, Comcast CET, and at RoadrunnersAthletics.com.
Hey, nice job! Great spot!
Divinely, dangerously, decadent. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to Roundabout Theater Company's Tony Award-winning Cabaret.
Plays the Buell Theater September 27th through October 9th. Tickets at denvercenter.org or call 303-893-4100.
Oh, hello there. I'm Avery Anderson, host of the Nightly Met here on Channel 58. Do you like watching television that's witty and funny? Maybe you enjoy seeing local performers being highlighted, or you like to watch fun interviews with local citizens. If that's the case, then don't watch our show. We're just college kids, so the jokes are only funny some of the time. The bands suck, and the interviews are awkward to watch. But if that sounds good to you, make sure you tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. or go to mymetmedia.com.
Drop that baby.
Redstone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
I've seen firsthand the work Metro State is doing to prepare students for success. It's focused on innovation and aligning education with the needs of employers throughout the state. From preparing students for good-paying jobs in Colorado's aerospace and aviation industries to partnering with Denver Public Schools to develop great teachers. Congratulations on 50 years of transforming lives. Keep up the good work, and here's to the next 50 years.
Colorado's weather is always changing.
We're student meteorologists trained to keep you safe.
We have the latest weekend forecast and help you prepare for the week ahead.
You can watch our weather forecast on Facebook, Twitter, mymetmedia.com, and on TV.
We help you stay weather aware.
So with every election, there's a winner and a loser. We have to pick one of the names that's listed on the ballot. But sometimes we forget about the long list of names that never make it on the ballot. That's why I thought it would be fun to test Micki and Leslie's knowledge of presidential candidates that never made it on the ballot. So we have our board behind us with several pictures of people that never made it on the ballot. So as we go, you will each try and name one of the people, and that will be 100 points for you individually. So we'll see between the two of you which one we can get first. So Leslie, you were kind of already laughing, so why don't we start with you?
Big goose egg.
So go ahead, pick one of these people and see if you can name, and I will tell you if you're right or wrong. I also have some clues if that's going to help you a little bit.
Gosh. Well, I don't know his name, but I believe the guy in the top corner probably was not on the ballot.
The top left-hand corner up there?
Yes.
Do you know who that might be?
I think he looks more like a singer.
You're right, he is a singer. You're right, he was never actually running for president.
Right.
But you can still get 100 points if you can name who it is.
Oh, I can't.
Micki, do you want to try and steal? Name it. Do you know who that is by chance?
No, but I know others. Could I just go to mine?
Yeah, so since neither one of you know, in the top left-hand corner we have Tupac.
Oh.
Tupac has never actually ran for president before.
Okay.
But yeah, Micki, why don't you go ahead and...
Well, Kenny Rogers is at the
Kenny
bottom.
Rogers, woo! We got Kenny Rogers.
Okay.
Yep, so Kenny Rogers, so 100 points for Micki, has never run for president, actually. All right, so we have 100 to 0, Leslie. So back
No, it's
to
going to
you.
remain that way.
Back to you. We still have 10 more people to choose from.
You know, this is terrible. I'm really terrible with names. I don't believe the lady on the far right, second row, I don't believe she's ever ran for president.
So
she's too young. I think she's more of an announcer or an actress.
She's an actress.
And I don't know who it is.
She just got a really big role, actually. If you name her, we'll give you 100 points easily. Her new nickname in Hollywood is like the Wonder Woman. That's her new name around Hollywood.
This is terrible. I'm not into this whole pop thing on that. I'm sorry. Wonder Woman. Who's Wonder Woman? Do you know?
I don't know.
I
her name. I don't.
You know, I'm
I
gonna have a big goose egg.
So
This is embarrassing.
That is Gal Gadot. She now plays Wonder Woman in the new DC movie.
We were told that sometimes you do karaoke. You know, that would have been better.
Better for us, I think.
Which is last week they were scared of karaoke. All right, so Leslie, again, wrong. Did not name it. So Micki, why don't you try now?
I believe he's Joe Montana, the bottom, the football.
Yes,
character?
so Joe Montana has also never ran for president.
Okay.
So look at you, you're just, Leslie should have been picking these easy ones over here.
Old men, I got it.
So all right, so 200 for Micki, and still Leslie hanging out at 0. Why don't you try again? There are several up there that have run for president.
Yeah, this was his.
So you should be able to get some up there.
Her last name begins with an F. The lady next to our Wonder Woman in that row. Fabio? Not Fabio?
Does start with an F.
It does start with an F. F-A-B, it's F-A-B something, right?
Not F-A-B. First name starts with the C. If you get the first name,
I don't know. Do you guys know these answers, I wonder? The audience knows, right? You flash the answers behind. I know she ran, and I know she's pulled back. I know that for sure. So, but I can't say her name. What is her name? Begins with an F. That's all I know. Cynthia?
Not Cynthia. Micki, do you want to try and steal?
I have no idea.
So that is Carly, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce her last name because I don't want to pronounce a politician's last name wrong. So
oh, okay.
Carly,
lawsuit. No.
Something I know exactly. Lawsuit. No. So she ran this year. So we have a couple minutes left. So Micki, since you're already in the lead, why don't you try and get another one?
Ningbridge, or has he ever actually ran?
Is that who you're saying it is?
Yes.
Yes, he has ran a couple times. Newt Gingrich.
That.
Yes. So look at that. Another. Oh.
I might have one.
Leslie might have one. All right.
Is it Jeb Bush?
That is Jeb Bush.
Yeah, I won.
Leslie got one.
He ran.
But, well, yeah,
Some of them have run. They've just never.
Oh, I thought we were only supposed to say the ones that haven't run.
No, yeah,
They've been pulled off the ballot.
They've been pulled. Yeah, never officially.
Easy one.
You got 100 points. We'll give
Okay.
Leslie 100
I can't
points.
be totally skunk. You have 300.
So 300 to 100. We have a couple more minutes. Micki, do you want to try? We have a couple up there left.
Yes. I'm going to say Margaret Truman.
That is not Margaret Truman. We won't take points away. But that is actually the first woman who has run for president, Victoria Woodhull.
Oh, wow.
Name.
Okay.
So, but no, not Margaret Truman. So that's all the time we have. So it's 300 to 100 points. We actually do have presidents up there. We have our university's president, President Jordan, up there. We thought we'd throw that in there to trip you up. But thank you guys so much for playing. So this weekend is actually National Talk Like a Pirate Day. So I thought it'd be fun for my grandpa and I to learn how to talk like pirates. So take a look.
Me hearties, it's time to learn how to speak pirate. The first thing you ought to know is how to say hello. You can say ahoy.
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 Or you can say avast.
Avast.
Avast is going to get people's attention a little more quickly. It usually means stop, look over here, I'm important. So
I should be saying
go?
avast a lot.
Avast,
Avast.
yes.
Every time I walk in a room, avast.
Yes, avast.
Avast.
Is that an English word? Avast?
It is an English word. It's a seafaring word.
Okay.
But I believe that its origins are Germanic, if I had to make a guess.
Yeah.
So, if you want to refer to your friends, you'd refer to them as me hearties.
Me hearties.
Me Hardies.
Me hearties. Very good.
Like the Hardy Boys.
So, for example, if you wanted your friends to stop what they were doing and move to the right, you would say, avast me hearties, move to the starboard.
You try it first. You try it first.
Avast me hearties, move to the starburst.
Starboard.
Starboard.
You're hungry, huh?
All right. Avast me hearties, move to the starboard.
So starboard is the right, port would be the left. So, how would you ask your friends to move to the left? Avast me hearties.
Avast me hearties, move to the left.
Port, left port.
Avast me hearties, move to the left port.
Move to the port.
Move to the port.
Perfect.
With the port of wine.
And that would be very piratey of you. If you wanted everyone's attention, you could say all hands, all hands. That means anyone needs to pay attention, so all hands.
All hands.
All hands. So, there are two of the most popular pirate words. One goes R and one goes R.
Are those different?
They sound similar. The first R can be considered an agreement, similar to I, like you would say on a Navy ship. So we have R.
Like aye, Captain.
So we have R and I.
R.
And I.
I.
And then we have R.
R.
And no R ends up that long unless you're in pain.
Are you okay? R.
And a few more pirating terms be booty, which has nothing to do with your behind, Grandpa. It has to do with the gold and things that you're stealing from other ships.
Okay.
So what's the word for the gold?
Booty.
Booty, very good. And for example, you'd be what we call an old salt. An old salt is someone who's very experienced and wise.
You got the wrong person.
Oh no!
I'm old but not wise.
And then the last pirate phrase be shiver me timbers.
Oh, be shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers is like, holy cow. So if you see something very exciting, you want to say shiver me timbers.
Shiver me. I always thought it was sliver me timbers. timbers.
No, shiver me timbers.
Shiver
Almost
me
like it's
timbers.
cold out.
Shiver me timbers.
Are you ready for the last good pirate joke?
Sure.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
Nah. No.
R.
The pirate's first love be the sea.
Oh.
So can you say everyone on the ship go to the left in pirate now? Do you remember it?
Avast me hearties! Move to the port.
There. Just
I
needed a
said
little bit of
avast.
help.
Very good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I be the Argonaut. I'm running for Pirate King at North Glens Pirate Festival. I am in the lead as far as points are concerned, which is the most important thing. You want to go and vote for someone who is a real winner, and that be me. I love the sea. My first love is the sea. I consider myself a bit of a mermaid. I like to lure people into poor situations. I'm the queen of the bad choices, you know. And mostly I'm just thrilled to be here, thrilled to be pirating, and thrilled to be out in the open, spreading the good pirate word.
If someone is interested in joining one of these pirate groups or becoming a pirate, how would you suggest they go about that? Or just
Facebook, without a doubt, would be the easiest way.
Oh, okay.
Or if you'd like to start networking fairly soon, North Glens Pirate Festival takes place on Saturday, September 17th, and everyone's going to be there, from pirate artisans to rogues to people who pirate lightly as a hobby to people who pirate daily as a lifestyle. So
got it.
Yay!
Yeah.
High five, Grandpa, you did it.
I know.
I will make you my enemy. I will work at your destruction. I will dedicate myself. I won't rest until I desolate your heart. See Frankenstein live on stage at the Denver Center, September 30th through October 30th. For tickets, visit denvercenter.org.
Hi, this is Wellington Webb, former mayor of Denver, Colorado from 1991 to 2003. I was so pleased to receive an honorary doctorate from Metro State University. It's been a great highlight of my life. And I also want to take this opportunity to say happy birthday to you on your 50th anniversary.
MyMetMedia.com is a new interactive website. Watch full newscasts from the Met Report. The Metropolitan have you covered. K-Met Radio have everything you need 24 hours a day. El Noticiero TV Met give you news in Spanish. How to advertise with us? Email sales@metmedia.com.
Hey Roadrunners, my name is Mary Kate Newton, Editor-in-Chief of the Metropolitan, our school's weekly student-run newspaper, and this is what we do. Check us out for all the latest in Roadrunners sports, all the latest in entertainment and reviews, all the latest in MSU Denver news and other local happenings. And we are always looking for new writers, photographers, and copy editors, so if you're interested in being part of the staff, visit Tivoli 313. The Metropolitan is the student voice of MSU Denver. Let your voice be heard.
In our area, everything changes. There's always new things to see or do.
In your Noticiero Temet, we'll tell you all you need to know about our school.
News about our region and beyond our borders. Every Friday morning at 10:30 through Comcast Channel 58 in Denver and on live stream in iTunes or Android. Noticiero Temet, the student voice of MSU Denver in Spanish.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip, me over and pour me out. Oh.
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
The Met Sports Show is the longest tenured program on Met Radio. Having won the SPJ Region 9 Mark of Excellence Award 3 times since 2013, the Sports Show serves as the model program for new employees and volunteers to learn from and shadow.
Hi, I'm Tyrone Braxton. I won 2 Super Bowl rings and was an all-pro safety. But I wanted to do more with my life. I knew I wanted to help people, and MSU Denver helped me figure out my next steps. As a case manager at the Mental Health Center Denver, I'm helping people re-enter society. And this is so much better than those 2 Super Bowl rings. I reinvented myself at MSU Denver.
This week's musical guest describes themselves as Modern Outlaw Country. They have won many local awards, including being named the Entertainer of the Year by the Colorado Country Music Hall of Fame. Take a look at their song, Modern Outlaw Country.
I call it modern outlaw country, like Waylon Jennings, but it ain't quite the same. I love our old heroes, but I think it's time to throw another shovel full of coal onto the flames. Well, Willie sang Whiskey River, and Johnny sang them Folsom Prison Blues. Leonard Skinner played Freebird, Sweet Home Alabama, but Neil Young, he never had no rules. And I still love Hank Williams Jr. and all his rowdy friends that came around. Now Eric Church is pretty cool, and Shooter ain't no fool, but Sturgill, well, he done got the crown.
Please join me in welcoming Ryan Chyrs and the Rough Cuts. Hey guys, how are you? Good. Thank you. Yeah, of course. So let's just pull up that last chair for you. And then we have a stick mic here for you guys to pass around. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So why don't we first start by just saying your names, because I'm sure you all have individual names.
We do. We're dogs, but we have individual names. I'm Ryan Chyrs.
Bradley Weaver.
And I'm Michael Jokum.
Awesome. So first, we've all been wondering, and I have to ask about the beards. Is there a reason for the beards, or just because they're awesome and cool looking, or what's the thinking?
My reason is quite simple. I stopped shaving, and this thing grew out of my face. So it's really that simple. I mean, it's like I'm conserving water and hygiene products in the process, and helping out the earth.
So growing a beard to help out the earth. I love it.
My wife likes it.
I don't have a beard. So
He's been working a long time. It's still just coming in right now with Michael's beard.
Still growing it out. In a couple weeks, you'll have the full-on beard like everyone else.
No, not really.
No.
Kind of like a chia pet. I'm thinking of putting one of those, the chia pets that used to grow the things out of their little animal chia pets. I'm working on that.
Okay.
It basically just turned out that we're very randomly extremely hairy dudes.
That's funny. Let's just pass the mic while we talk. We just can't hear you without it. But tell me a little bit about what your music is. So we said Modern Outlaw Country. What is Modern Outlaw Country?
Well, it's rooted in outlaw country, old school outlaw country, which the famous creator artists of outlaw country are, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Billy Joe Shaver, those kind of artists. So that's the base of the music, but we add definitely a modern edge to the top of that.
Okay.
With lyrics and guitars, arrangements and stuff like that, but the root of it is all based around outlaw country artists that we love.
Now, is there a difference between, I guess, outlaw country and, let's say, like what you would hear on the radio for country music?
Yes, and yes, definitely. It seems like the more we progress, to me, in country music, the more kinds of country music there are. There's traditional country, there's, western swing, there's honky tonk, there's outlaw, there's pop country, there's country rock. To me, those are all different, although they all get lumped into country music.
Yeah.
So, and they all have different reasons for being what they are. So, outlaw country kind of got named outlaw country because it didn't fit into the mold of Nashville.
Okay.
They didn't, which is what pop country is basically coming out of. So, very, very different. It's almost like, jazz versus rock, if you ask me, a country lover, because they're, pop country now is very formulated, very rock and roll oriented, where outlaw country is very traditional and more kind of a storyline thing.
Awesome. So we only have like 1 minute left, so why don't we go through just real quick. What do you guys do in the band, since we'll see you perform here in a minute?
I sing and play guitar and make an ass of myself sometimes.
Most times.
Most times.
I play lap steel and sing harmonies.
What's the lap steel? Can you explain that real quick? I don't think most of our viewers know.
Literally a steel guitar you set on your lap and play with a bar slide. It's just a big hunk of wood with a pickup on it, and you'll see it in a minute.
Awesome.
Actually, you'll see my resonator because we're doing an acoustic set, but it's same premise.
Awesome.
I'm the drummer in the band. Pretty simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
You drum. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Agreed. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So stick around. Ryan Chyrs and the Rough Cuts will perform next.
My name is Pat Tobin. I am a cancer survivor of 27 years, and I had breast cancer because I lost my husband to cancer, my mother, my grandfather, an uncle, and 2 aunts. I relay so that research can find a cure for all of these things soon.
My name is Susan Scarlett. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I relay for me, and just to get the word out for relay and to raise money, we need to find a cure.
They came to my door, gave me 5 minutes to collect what I thought was valuable, and be ready to leave. Okay.
5 minutes, 5 minutes. Why right now? Why you're making me uproot my life for absolutely no reason?
My immediate thought was, I don't know if it's gonna fit in a backpack.
I just felt panicky.
And that was like the realization of like, oh, I can't take all of these things because I need to take baby food. I need to take a bottle of water.
Okay. It actually is making me kind of sad.
From here on down is pictures, and this tiny little space is what I was supposed to take care of my baby with.
Apart from calling my family, there's photos of my family that are dear to me. Oh, that's Grandma.
I just wouldn't want to leave him. I wouldn't want us to leave him.
Having to be okay with, like, possibly not seeing them again.
And I'm forgetting my dad.
People should be helped. And that's just the bottom line. If somebody needs something, then we help them, especially in America.
It is all about family. It is all about family. If my family was there, the biggest thing that I would feel is hope.
And if that was all there was to it, like you guys have to go, I have to stay, then that I'd like to think I'd be able to handle it, but obviously that'd be very difficult. All I would be thinking about would be like, I'm gonna catch up with you. I'll be right behind you. But that's not always how it works.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
And now, Ryan Chyrs and the Rough Cuts.
1, 2. Well, I met a man in Texas. We were on the same chain gang. He had killed 7 men, and I had killed 13. We worked our hands bloody as we plotted our escape. 2 weeks later, we were on the move, back out on the take. Well, I'm not the one to share my deeds, so I killed this man I'd met. And I tattooed one more mark next to the 13 on my neck. And I can't tell you why it is I do the things I do. I guess I was just born cruel. Well, I was in Denver, Colorado, and I stopped into a bar. Saw a man in the corner playing a big old black guitar. I said, "Excuse me, mister, won't you play some Johnny Cash?" He said, "I was about some Florida Georgia line," and I just laughed. Well, I don't like pop country, so I killed this man I'd met. And then I tattooed one more mark next to the 14 on my neck. And I can't tell you why it is I do the things I do. I guess I was just born cruel. Well, I'm a killer. I got the devil in my soul. There ain't no filler. No, just bodies in a hole. I'm a bad, bad man. So don't cross me in this life, or I'll see you in the next one. And she'll be there tonight, just wait. Killed a bartender 'cause he wouldn't take my check. Then I tattooed one more mark next to the 15 on my neck. And I can't tell you why it is I do the things I do. I guess I was just born cruel. Well, I'm a killer. I got the devil in my soul. There ain't no filler. Bodies in a hole. I'm a bad, bad man. So don't cross me in this life, or I'll see you in the next one. And I'll kill you twice, so just keep waiting.
It's fine that other people like you. It's more important that you like yourself. And I'm comfortable with every part of me. Meals on Wheels coming to my door as someone who's housebound assures me that I'm not forgotten. They care that I'm okay. My name is Asha Ida Bell. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
It could have been like this all the time, but life got in the way. See the Tennessee Williams masterpiece, The Glass Menagerie, at the Denver Center, September 9th through October 16th.
I'm Joe Rice. I'm the Director of Government Relations for Lockheed Martin Space Systems. I transferred into MSU Denver while I was in the Colorado National Guard and after I completed my associate's degree. This was the only university where somebody actually sat down with me and helped me plan out my academic path to finish my degree and graduate on time. Reach for the stars, come to MSU Denver, launch your career.
Get up, I know you found a way. Head up, look through those clouds of gray.
Now it's our turn. Go to ourturntohelp.org and donate what you can. Hope is on the way.
I will make you my enemy. I will work at your destruction. I will dedicate myself. I won't rest until I desolate your heart. See Frankenstein live on stage at the Denver Center, September 30th through October 30th. For tickets, visit denvercenter.org.
Tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. on Denver Channel 58 or mymetmedia.com.
MyMetMedia.com is a new interactive website. Watch full newscasts from the Met Report. The Metropolitan have you covered. K-Met Radio have everything you need 24 hours a day. El Noticiero TV Met give you news in Spanish. How to advertise with us? Email sales@metmedia.com.
Welcome back. This week we wanted to break down and explain a growing trend. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is a game that was released a few months ago and has caught on quickly. The game allows users to see Pokemon in a virtual world and catch them. They then train their Pokemon to go and compete in battles. This concept, though, is still confusing to some people. For example, this boyfriend attempted to explain it to his girlfriend. Take a look.
Well, I need to find somewhere that stocks the Red Bulls Festival.
What?
Go and get them.
Stocks what?
The red Pokeballs.
What do you mean?
You know the red Pokeballs, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah. That catches the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I need to find somewhere that's going to stock them so I can get them.
What do you
Understand?
mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? The red Pokeballs that you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I need to go and get some of them first to play the game. Otherwise, there's no point in me playing it.
So you're gonna go and buy some Pokeballs?
Yeah.
And you're gonna do what with them?
Go and catch the Pokers.
Where are you gonna buy Pokeballs from?
Well, I don't know yet. I'll need to find that.
Right. So we finish that. You're gonna go and buy Pokeballs, and then you're gonna do what?
Go and catch the Pokemon.
What do you mean?
What Pokemon game did you play when you were younger?
No, I'm trying
The
to.
whole idea is you get the balls,
Yeah.
to go and catch the Pokemon.
With Pokemon Go, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? You're gonna buy the balls, and then you're gonna do what?
Go and catch the Pokemon, Brad.
Right. And then what?
Wow, I ain't really thought that far actually, because where am I going to store them for starters?
Wow.
I've got a big enough garden, to be fair.
What are you going on about?
And what if one of them attacks me?
What are you going on about?
You don't want to go in the Red Bull. What did you play when you were little?
Yeah. So let me get this straight.
The aim of the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Pokemon, is you catch the Pokemon in a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what's funny about that? Because that's what you do in it, so...
Let me get this straight. You're gonna go to the shop, buy some Pokeballs, walk around playing Pokemon Go. You're gonna catch Pokemon and you're gonna bring them home, but you don't know where you're gonna put them.
Well, yeah, because you know where we're going to put them? How tiny the room is. I don't understand why you're laughing. What game did you play when you were younger? The whole idea is you go.
Yeah, I
and
know,
catch
Jen,
them.
but you're telling me you're gonna get Pokemon Go on your phone, yeah?
Yes.
And you're gonna go and bring Pokemon back here.
Yes. Well, hopefully, if they don't attack me when I try and put them in the ball. I really don't understand why you're laughing. Brad. Why do you know how to play Pokemon? Why are you laughing then?
So you think you got to bring them home?
Well, what else should I do with them?
What do you mean?
What else?
You don't
catch
bring them home.
Just leave them in the ball in the middle of the road. Don't think
You
so.
don't do it like that, Jen.
Well, Well, what do you do it like then?
What do you mean? It's a game. It's not Pokemon.
Exactly, it's a game. So you go out and you catch them. Actually, I was thinking of that. Who put the Pokemon out there?
What do you mean out there?
Like in like fields and stuff where you go and get them. Who put them out there?
They're not out there.
What are you on about? They're not out there. How do I play the game then?
So you honestly think you go around and there's a load of Pokemon just run around England and the world?
Well, that's the whole idea of Pokemon, so yeah.
Once you have an understanding of how the game works, you can head out and begin to catch them all. But you need to be careful in your hunting expeditions. Many people recently have been harmed or almost killed playing the game.
This Pokemon was out with some friends around 2 a.m. Monday searching for Pokemon.
You don't want to be next to that.
They were near the post office in Meisner Park, and they had just taken over what's called a gym when he says someone threw a large firework at them.
I was frightened. I was more angry that someone would consider throwing a firework of that size at a group of people.
He doesn't want his name out there for safety reasons, but this 27-year-old says, while he's not sure, it is possible he could have been targeted while playing the game.
I mean, there's a feature of the game where you can lure Pokemon to a specific spot.
He also acknowledges that players can be distracted by their phones and become easy targets for criminals. He's still not sure who tried to attack him, but he wants to share some important advice for others.
I want people to play safe. I want them to be aware. Don't go out into dark areas alone.
We're gonna be Poke Thugs. We're gonna be Poke Trapper. We're gonna be the Irwin.
The Steve Irwin of Pokemon?
We're gonna be the Steve Irwin of Pokemon Hunters.
Where's it at?
I don't know, dude. You said it was right here.
Well, follow it, man.
I'm here.
Just catch it.
There's no nothing to catch. Now it's freaking out and it's not working.
Well, you brought us out here in the middle of the country.
Now
No
it's not
wonder
even
I didn't
loaded.
work. No, it's here. Hold on. We can find it. We'll find it.
What the hell is y'all doing out there?
What?
What the hell is y'all? What y'all doing?
What, is he have a gun? Yeah. We should go.
What?
Where at?
Oh! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Go! Get! I'm going! Take your phone! This is stupid! Why did you do this? What? You just brought us out here and got us shot at. No, I didn't! You did it! For some Pokemon? Shut up, Nick! It's not funny! We could have died!
We had a chance to sit down with someone here on the Auraria campus who recently had a pokey incident. She has requested that we protect her identity, so her face has been blurred and her voice modulated.
Pokemon Go it's my favorite game. I play it almost 24/7, but now I can't because my phone has been broken. The other day I found a Pikachu, and I've been looking for a Pikachu for at least 3 or 4 months, and I finally found it. And as I was running, I tripped over the curb, completely banged up my knees, my elbows, scraped up the side of my face, and cracked my phone. It's just so much fun. I've always believed that there's Pokemon around me, and now to actually get to see that there are Pokemon in front of me through my phone, it's just incredible. I'm gonna heal for a couple of days, but I'll be back at it as soon as I get better.
With all things in life comes frustration. We would like to share with you some of those frustrating times caught on film. Please be advised there may be graphic content.
If it's on the grass, I'm not going to go for it. If I have to run that far, I'm not going to go for it. Now help me find it. Because over here right now, what you're doing for me is you're not doing anything.
Well, what does the GPS thing say?
Here I come.
What does the GPS thing say?
It's just showing the block. It's showing square blocks around everything. I didn't know I was playing Minecraft. I'm trying to play Pokemon Tag. Everyone else can play it. This dumb play it. You're dumb play it. Look at Bert up there. He can play. He's playing it right now. He's laughing at me.
That's because he...
Shut up, Bert!
Tyson, calm down. We have neighbors.
I'm catching it. Where? Right next to you. I got it. It's not here. I already caught it. How did he see it and I can't see it?
Tyson, you're not doing it right. Tyson, you gotta look at your phone to see him. You can't just see him.
No, it's supposed to come in real life.
No, you have to look through the screen of your phone.
I'm not looking through my phone, Zach. I'm not like one of those teenagers who lives through their phone.
Tyson, you
have to do
Look
it
it.
how you play the game.
Charmander! Charmander!
Oh my, Tyson! Dude. You broke your phone! And the game's glitched out on every single one of them. Like, I'm low-key on high tilt right now, to be honest with you. But we have a 4-7-8-1 right in front of us, and I swear to God, come on, Ali. Great! Come on, gods, I beg, I beg. All I want is just to get in this Pokeball. No. Every single cipher, I think I've come up against 3 so far. This is the 4th I'm recording. The game's glitched out and I've tried to capture it. So I'm just gonna go for a Great Ball. Oh my God, it span away. Oh my God, it span away. I threw it straight. Dude, I threw it straight. Game. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, game. Oh my God, it's frozen again, I think. Okay, it's a great one. God, please, I beg. Come on, just give me a roll. Give me a roll. Oh my God, it's jumped out. At least the ball worked. I didn't even hit. Oh my God. I swear, like, at least the game's running smoothly. It span away, no. Oh my God. I can't deal with this. What are you doing? I'm not throwing curveballs. Game, come on. Like, I can't even access my items. I can only throw. Come on, God. I'm on 1%. And the game's frozen on me. Give it a sec.
We have gone over how Pokemon Go works, injuries that could come with it, and examples of Pokemon Go users getting upset. But Pokemon Go does present positive effects, such as a father who used Pokemon Go to help his kids do their chores.
Pokemon Go, and the kids really want to try it.
Yeah.
So I just opened the app and we're going to give it a try. Here's what he says. Pokemon can be found in every corner of the earth.
What? What? Is that you?
That's us. Do you want to play with us? Yeah.
Catch it again. I can't believe that.
Okay, now we're there. It's right there. Okay, now swipe it up to get it. Oh, it jumped. We got it. We got a Pokemon. It's in there.
How will we really see it?
You see it on the phone.
Wait, is this really real? I thought we were going to actually find them, like drive around and find them. He wasn't really right here.
He wasn't there, huh? You had to look through the app to see him.
It's kind of like he's invisible right there, but then you can see him only through the camera. It's time to go.
Okay, actually, before we go, you guys, we got to finish our chores.
Okay.
Okay, let's finish our chores and then we'll go on an adventure.
And do you like actually drive around?
Yeah, we're going to drive around. We have to go to some monuments and stuff, I guess. Well, if this is a chore motivator, we might be doing Pokemon Go every morning. So apparently, as the kids were doing their chores, they came up with a Pokemon song.
1, 2, 3, ready, go.
All right, you guys ready to play?
Yep. We're going to get Pokemon.
Say Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Say we're gonna play Pokemon.
We're playing Pokemon.
Pokemon, it's the best. Come on, let's go get in the car. Okay, you guys ready? Let's hop out.
Where is it?
Are you going the right direction? Aim right up at it. You got it!
Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Don't forget to follow the Nightly Met on Facebook and Twitter, or go to mymetmedia.com. Good night.